Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the farm here on the Stuber Rugby Stadium. Hello, everybody. Jacob Van Rocco joining alongside Sephora Rupert. Happy to take you alongside this journey of Stanford Rugby. We kick things off with the women's side of things. Two teams for the women, a B and an A team. B team up first. They will be playing two 20-minute halves, and then the A team two 30-minute periods as well before the men come on finally around 8:30 local time for a 3-period 30-minute period each. So a long night here at the Stuber Rugby Stadium, but we're happy to be alongside you all. B team starting things out first for the Cardinal B team. They had a 3-0 play in the Sevens tourney earlier in the month, and now they're ready for their first union match of the season. As we can see here on the left sideline, early scrum forming for the Cardinal. Good formation by both sides on the opening scrum. And a big run for the Cardinal up the middle. Trying to get it well inside the Slugs, 22 meters. Pitch is wet, as you can tell, folks, with the puddles in the middle. Cardinal going down the right side. But yes, lots of storms throughout the evening. Thankfully for the players, starting to settle down. Puddles still forming here on the pitch. And that one goes into touch. Throw in for the Slugs, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it. You can tell by the ref pointing towards the Slugs team. So for the viewers, whatever direction the ref is pointing in, that's where the ball's going to go next.
So a good first defensive trip really for the Slugs, able to hold off this strong Cardinal B team. And just because they're a B team does not mean that the experience is not there for the Cardinal. I mean, they're a 5-time national championship winning organization, so a B team is really as good as anyone's A squad. Cardinal get it right back. And a whistle called as the advantage brings it back to the middle. For this Banana Slug squad, their A team was here earlier in the month for that Sevens tournament as well. Did not go so well in their favor, as we'll talk about later in the broadcast, where the Cardinal beat them 2 times, only scoring 5 points in 2 matches. So second scrum of the match. Vivian Studdert throws it in for the Cardinal. They're trying to swing it wide right. All the way near the touchline, a straight break, and they finally tackled. And a penalty called.
So it seems to me the teams are returning back to their side. So I think this was actually a penalty try. This happens when you're about to score a try and the other team commits a penalty. If it prevents the try from happening, that is an automatic 7 points for the other team. So I believe that's what just happened, just based on the fact that we're resetting.
You don't think it was just a penalty and now we're going for the kick? Flags are up, so the kick is good.
The fact that we went for the kick makes me think that, yeah, maybe that was actually.
I think the Cardinal just elected to
kick for points?
Exactly. So 3 on the board for the Cardinal early.
Okay, thank you. So it was a penalty try.
Well, so it sounds like you were right on the penalty try, getting confirmation that it is 7-0 Cardinal. So an even better start than we originally anticipated. Stitter swings it over to Kara Feet. Feet, one of the premier players on this Cardinal squad. Here is Feet yet again, charges up and pitches it back. Cardinal doing a good job swinging things left to right in the opening minutes here in half number 1. Ball won right back, though, by the Slugs right on the midway line, and the Cardinals say, thank you, we'll take it right back. Looked like Catherine Armstrong lost possession there, and the Slugs get it back. Neither team really crossing that midway line here at the moment. Slugs trying to swing it out right. I believe a knock-on.
Yes, that call is a knock-on for the Cardinal. It actually happened a couple plays ago, and they were playing advantage, so I think they just took it back to where the infringement happened.
So here we are, a scrum essentially right on the midline. First one of the game for the Banana Slugs. So with this being the first real union match of the season for this B team, in the words of Coach Richard Ashfield and Irene Garner, they're just hoping to get some positive energy and a lot of experience for these first-year Cardinal for the most part. A lot of seniors and juniors on this team, but still their first or even second season as part of this club rugby organization. Josie Davidson running to her right. Aggressive running by the Cardinal, taking 3 slugs to bring them down each time. Once more, Kara moving to her right.
Yeah, that was another knock-on by the Cardinal, so we'll get another scrum to the Banana Slugs.
Yeah, it looked like the Cardinal just kind of lost control of the rugby ball, pushed it forward, and as you said, a scrum now upcoming for the UC Banana Slugs, a team that was established back in 1979, and their A-team won the 2006 D2 National Championships. Of course, the Cardinal Women A-team won the D1 Natties just last season. That championship game with 36-19 win over Grand Canyon out in Texas.
Right now, it seems like the players just kind of lost control over that scrum, and the ref just took it back, have them reset it, give it another shot. Oh, the ball popped out the other side.
So the ref having to clear things up yet again, either telling the players to make sure they're squared up in the scrum, make sure they stay with their knees off the ground. We'll give this thing a third try.
It's especially hard to scrum today with the ground being all wet and squishy. It's already hard usually getting your footing there, but today it's particularly hard.
Kimberly Parker running with it. She goes down for the Banana Slugs. Runner all on top of the ball. And an advantage given again in favor of the Slugs.
There's a penalty against the Cardinal for diving into the ruck. If you go into the ruck, you need to have control of your own body weight. And it seems the Cardinal lost it there.
Slugs went quick. And it does not go in their favor. Now a knock-on against the Banana Slugs. So now 3 early calls of that fashion. So we saw that one good run earlier by the Cardinal that resulted in the penalty try. Outside of that, very even start in this first half of play with just over 10 minutes to go. Studert puts it in. The Stanford native for the Cardinal, just a freshman. There she is, pitches it back yet again. It's played up by Kara. Rolls its way just into touch. So a line out incoming for the Banana Slugs. So Maylee Jones wearing the number 22 jersey for the red and black UC Santa Cruz squad in her junior season with these Slugs. As for you mentioned the pitch with its wet conditions could be hard for scrums. You got to think lineout's very similar, trying to get your footing and kind of hoist your teammates up there.
Yeah, it's honestly very difficult. The whole point in the lineout is you have to move quick and get them up. Very, very difficult when you're at risk of slipping at any moment.
Exactly. Well, it looked like that's what happened to the Slugs, and a couple seconds later, the Cardinals score. So they get their first try into the goal line of this game. Tough to tell who was down there for the Cardinals. You can see through the camera. It's a dark night here. Thankfully, plenty of lighting in this Stuber Rugby Stadium that was built back in the year I was born, 2003. A $3 million facility. Absolutely gorgeous here on the farm.
I think that's Isha taking the kick for the Cardinal, number 15.
San Diego native, majoring in symbolic systems. Kick low, never got over. The Cardinal just settled for the 5 points on this trip, but an opening 12-0 advantage over the Banana Slugs. Slugs part of the D2 division in the CRAA, part of the West Coast Conference, playing with teams alongside Cal Poly, CSUMB, home of the Otters, USF, and Santa Clara. As for this D1 Cardinal squad, of course, poor kick. Maybe the footing again an issue for both sides. And look at the mud already on the Cardinal uniform. An absolute tank. Finally taken down just shy of the midline. Cardinal here trying to push the left sideline. Just losing control is Stanford. Journey Washington High, the guilty party there of the knock-on. Journey, a Navarre, Florida native in her senior season here at Stanford. So scrum right in front of the camera. Montana Legat doing the camera work for you all back at home. Good legal position by everyone. Slugs take it out. Isa Bush running with it all the way from the right to the left side. Finally taken down. The ref blows the whistle. Another penalty upcoming.
That is an obstruction call. You can't stand in front of the player running with the ball as their team member.
So the Cardinal go quick. Make the move. Oh, she's not going down. A straight line. The Slugs trying to take her down, and she makes it all the way. Kara feet coast to coast for Stanford. And they go up 17-0 with a conversion upcoming. Boy, the Slugs really went one-on-one versus Kara, and she beat about 5 different opponents on her way to the try line. And also sets up a better angle here for the conversion as well, right in front of the posts. So Isha her second attempt, and this one straight through the middle. Tack on 2 more for Stanford. 19-0. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half of play as the rain starts to come down a little bit harder. Winter is coming. This is the first of 4 days really with heavy rain in the Stanford area. It's been drizzling the last week. Now finally it's really starting to come down. What an opening Union night we have here at the farm. Cardinal pick it up, Slugs right there. Good work defensively to put Cardinal on the ground. Here is Journey getting another try. Remember, she lost it just moments ago. Journey, Washington High, beelining it, and no one's going to stop her for the Slugs. Straight to the goal line for an easy try for the Cardinal. Remember, folks, Journey, Washington High had an opportunity just moments ago down this close sideline. Accidentally lost possession of the ball, resulted in a knock-on, and here she is, Sephora, just moments later, going coast to coast. So Cardinal quickly working their way up the scoreboard, 24-0. And you can see where Isha's trying to kick it from. Going in front of the puddle, a wise decision. So maybe an announcer's jinx on my end moments ago talking about how the rain was slowing down. Doesn't affect Isha there, drills it through. Now 2 for 3 on her conversion opportunities. So for Coach Gardner in Asheville, this has to be a dream start to this Union night here at the farm. The B team putting on the works on the Banana Slugs. So we'll see if UC Santa Cruz can get a better kickoff here. Instead, it rolls yet again to the Cardinal. Vivian working right. She's finally brought down right near the 22-meter line. Ref signals the penalty yet again, and the Cardinal retreat.
For not releasing the ball when on the ground.
Slugs go quick yet again, charging up the middle. Looks like Veronica Sanchez. And another penalty upcoming, I believe.
Oh, that looks like maybe a high tackle. I can't really tell from this angle, but
regardless, Banana Slugs going quick yet again. The wind blowing from right to left. That would have been a tough kick back into the breeze. So with Pistone charging forward, she loses it. And a third whistle, the advantage over. So the Slugs will keep it.
it's an offside call. Damn.
And the ref trying to tell UC Santa Cruz to bring it back towards the middle of the pitch. That was Kimberlyn Parker, who wanted to go aggressive. Instead, she'll have to retreat back.
Seems like we have a sub. Looks like Paige Fitzpatrick is coming on, number 21. I think we have Hope, number 1, going off, but it's hard to tell from the distance.
So first sub of the game goes to the Cardinal. We hope Hope is okay. So here's the Slugs. Really best offensive series going on, finally making it well inside the Cardinal 22. You can see yet again just the slippery conditions. It's hard on the first touch for Naomi Prince to pick it up cleanly. Cardinal trying to make a stand. They've created some havoc down here so far for the Slugs. There's a big tackle right on cue. Parker charges, finally brought down. Looks like someone got hurt for the Cardinal, took a shot to the upper jaw.
This penalty is against the Banana Slugs, non-releasing. They had the same call against the Cardinals just a couple plays earlier, but there seems to be an injury, so pause of play.
Yeah, that's Cara Fee. That's a big blow for the Cardinal if she's not okay. She's been everywhere. The out half from Chatham, New Jersey. So we're not doing running subs here in this Union opener, but should it be an upper head injury for Cara, she can come back in once she exits. So for the moment, looks like she is coming out of play. Someone of the Cardinal training staff gonna look over at the junior. So play is resumed. Cardinal trying to clear it out of their own goal line, and it's a good kick. Takes a friendly Cardinal roll. That's Issa Bush. First one back for the Slugs, but also Journey there as well. Battle of the number 14s. Parker goes down. She releases. It's overturned. Cardinal take it. There's Fitzpatrick. Remember, she came in for Hope earlier in this half. So a penalty on the Slugs. They retreat to the 10-meter line. Cardinal going quick yet again, and I think that's something we're going to see all game long with these weather conditions. Number 8, Charlotte Courtois takes a big hit. And we're right near that main puddle, so lots of slip and slide.
And in the puddle, a knock-on. All that water makes things difficult. That is the first half.
That is indeed the end of the first half. Zeros on the scoreboard, and as we turn it over to the Stanford scoreboard on the far right side, it is 26-0. Really an ideal start for this Cardinal squad, especially for the B team. The goal coming into it for Coach Ashfield and Gardner was just for them to have fun and get a lot of experience. They're certainly exceeding expectations. So we'll step aside here on the Stanford Club Sports YouTube channel, and when we're back, second half of play. Would you know?
On the 18? Yeah.
We welcome you back here for the second half of action between the Stanford Cardinal and the UC Santa Cruz Banana Slugs. It was all red and white in the first 20 minutes of play. 26-0 the score in favor of the home team. We switched sides, though, and as you can tell by the rain, this half is going to heavily favor the Banana Slugs. We'll see how they can perform offensively, looking for their first points of the match. Slugs working on the far side of the screen. They did a good job moving the ball side to side, but the forward progress was where the issues were created. Now we see them here moving to the left. Liv Holdcraft, good run. Taken down on the Cardinal side of the field now. Up the middle, Maylee Jones. Good aggressive running. Takes 3 Cardinal defenders with her in the process. And here we see the slippery conditions yet again. And here we go, Cardinal, all the speed. Raina Duffy, 1 try already. She will not be brought down. No one in front of her, and she dives for the try. Raina Duffy, how do you do? Looked like she was going to be stopped right around the 10-meter line, and she said, not today. 2 tries in the game for Duffy. Chicago, Illinois native in her sophomore season. And there's the young legs showing. 31-0. Isha, 2 for 3 on conversion kicks so far tonight. This has got to be one of the tougher angles she has, especially with the wind blowing in off her right. They've got to think if she's going to put this through, it's got to start right of the right post. And you can see there the wind just blowing it way left. Tough angle for Isha. And the Cardinals stay up 31-0. So the ideal first half continues for the Cardinal. Just 2 minutes into the second half. Raina Duffy, really a 50-meter dash to the goal line. Zoe Pistoni ready to kick off. Struggled slightly in the first half of play with the wind in her face. Cardinal booted up. Owen trying to push it back. Takes a good Cardinal bounce. McNabb fighting hard. She stays in play. Here is Paige Fitzpatrick. Aggressive run yet again by the Cardinal. Slugs trying to get back onside. Advantage given to the Cardinal for the moment. And there is the whistle. As you can tell, the Slugs in Ella Roberts offside just a moment ago, couldn't get back. And now the Cardinal keep it.
This is number 20, Chisa,
So Chisa starting the second half.
who was subbed on, I think, for Cara Fight, as she had to go off earlier for injury reasons.
This is Journey Washington High on the left side, and no one stops her yet again. Now she's going to give Isha a better angle for the conversion as she downs it for the score. Boy, Journey Washington High doing it all for the Cardinal. In the first half, she was on the close side of our screen. Now on the far side for the number 14 winger. Up the score 36-0. Not even 5 minutes gone by in half number 2. So the rain blowing hard in the face of Isha Gupta.
Oh, it's actually not Isha taking the kick. It seems Chisa Ogaki is taking over, kicking responsibilities.
Chisa into the wind, flags go up.
And she's good.
And it's a good conversion try, so perhaps a good sub by Coach Ashfield and Gardner. $38-0 to score. Banana Slugs desperate at the moment for some offensive runs. In the first half, really only one opportunity inside the Cardinal 10-meter line, and then they turned it over just moments later. And it's just the spacing by the Cardinal overpowering the Banana Slugs. The strength of Raina Duffy and the speed of Journey Washington High, essentially single-handedly providing all the offense for the Cardinal. So a scrum going here to the Banana Slugs, just inside the 22-meter line. Referee gets everyone settled. Naomi Prince, scrum half, plays it in. Kicked around and the Slugs take it. Try to swing it left. Picked up here by Anika Butkiss. Butkiss goes down. The Cardinal win it right back. Good defensive work. That's Paige Fitzpatrick again. We have called her name a lot off the bench.
Taking it back to a previous penalty. Cardinal must have played with an advantage.
It's a good work by Fitzpatrick yet again, the San Mateo native, so a local freshman on this Cardinal team. So Cardinal play it out. And they'll take the line out. Catherine Armstrong. You can see the shorts, they're drenched, they're muddy, and they're fighting hard here. Just under 13 minutes left in this first match of the day. A reminder, if you missed it earlier, this is the B team playing, and then we will have the A team for the women's side playing 2 30-minute halves, and then once that's over, we'll step aside for a moment, and then we'll have the men playing 3 30-minute periods. So out of the line out, another scrum upcoming for the Banana Slugs.
When it rains, it's always scrum-heavy games. It's hard to handle that ball when it's this slippery. And forwards have to pay the price for scrumming over and over again. But they're doing a good job so far.
Yeah, a lot of duress, and you can see right there, just the condition slips right through the hands of Zoe Pistone. So the Cardinal talking over what to do, and you can hear the words from the sideline saying scrum. So right on cue with what you said, Sephora. There are a lot of scrums in this one. $38-0. The lead for the Cardinal, another whistle.
The ball came out the side again.
Seen that now a couple times. So we'll redo it. Better formation that time. Studert flips it back, and it's booted up the field by Isha. And look at this line drive. Chisa Okaki kicks it forward to herself. She can pick it up cleanly. Does it stay in bounds? No, it does not. Chisa Ogaki nearly with the self-boot try. but it just went out the goal line. Man, what a highlight play that could have been. She's from Osaka, Japan. Also a freshman on this squad.
That's very impressive, quick thinking from a freshman, I think.
To play the ball on the ground?
The game.
To kick it forward to yourself is what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that for years after starting to play.
Maybe some time and experience in Japan. And that's a big penalty. So the Cardinal going quick. They want 5 points down low. Swinging it to the far side of the screen. Rada Duffy, 2 tries already. And the hand goes up. Another try for the Cardinal. Tough to see who actually put that one on the earth for Stanford with all the collision going on in that back left corner of the screen. Bump up the score to 43-0. So for the Banana Slugs in this final 9:09 once we resume play. Obviously the game has been over for quite some time, but for this young Banana Slug squad, it's all about building chemistry in their first union match of the season. This B team had some experience in the Sevens tournament here at Stuber Rugby Stadium earlier this month, but Union's a whole another ball game. Conversion try came up just short. That looked like Isha was back in for the conversion after Chisa made the previous attempt. So the score remains 43-0. There is some overlay for the Cardinal between the B and A team. So a few of these women on the B team, they're going to have a quick rest before coming in for the A team squad as well. Majority of them will be subs, so it'll have a little extra extended break. But still, playing nearly 100 minutes of rugby takes a toll. Ball goes through the mud. Ogaki plays it.
And knocks it on.
Wow.
Deep in their own half.
Yeah, that's a big break there for the Banana Slugs. Really no one around Ogaki. You can see she's not too happy with herself as she walks back to her position. One of the better opportunities of the game now for UC Santa Cruz. Ball touches the ground. Slugs stay with it. Running to the right, Kimberly Parker. She's brought down. Lots of yellow jerseys on that right side. Not a lot of spacing, but a good physical run. And a penalty called against the Cardinal. So the Banana Slugs, they went quick and a little too quick before the Cardinal could get back in time. Here's Veronica Sanchez running to her right. She's finally met by Stanford. Banana Slugs just a few meters away from their first 5 points of the game. Can the Cardinal hold yet again? Sanchez met. Advantage given to the Banana Slugs. Now finally, penalty is called on Stanford.
An offsides call, it seems.
Cardinal trying to have another strong stand right in front of their goal line. And they're able to save it. Boy, Chisa comes out of the pack with the ball. So the Cardinal were able to poke it free and keep the shutout intact with 5:33 to go in regulation. Before it was played up, a whistle called.
Another obstruction call.
So that one on the Cardinal. Zoe Pistone goes to retrieve the ball for the Banana Slugs. Runs it back the other way. Banana Slugs trying to go quick. Oh, look at this run. Everyone pushing from the back. Oh, the referee thought about signaling the hand up.
It's held up by the Cardinal.
Wow.
That means we'll have a goal line dropout, which is like a kickoff, but it's just happening out of your own try zone instead of the halfway mark.
And a good kick it is by the Cardinal, trying to be able to reset their defense, maybe and pick it off here on the far side of the field. So the backs for Stanford, absolutely relentless through the first 36 minutes nearly of play. Ball in and out of the hands yet again.
Taking it back to previous knock-on, so we'll have another scrum, and it seems to be a scrum of the Cardinal.
So at one point in the last 60 seconds, Cardinal able to win an advantage, and now the scrum. It's been a strong suit so far all game for the Cardinal. Cardinal trying to bounce it out to the right side. Pass finds a teammate. Isabel McNabb refusing to go down. Finally put down. Kimberlyn Parker for the Banana Slugs. Charged with the penalty, I believe.
It's an offsides call. It's hard when things are moving quickly to get all the way back, but the ref has a good eye.
So it is a penalty on Parker, but it does stop the momentum for the moment. But the Cardinal now working on the opposite side. Catherine Armstrong brought down. Stanford, a try and a conversion away from an even 50 points in this B team's Union opener. Here's Chisa. She's already kicked it to herself once, trying to do it again. Just not there in time.
That was a forward pass by the Banana Slugs.
So just when it looks like the Banana Slugs are going to get it out of their own zone, the Cardinal keep it. Call it about 7 meters away from another try for Stanford. Everyone stays vertical. Good work on the scrum. And the Cardinal able to score yet again. Boy, no one touching the forward for Stanford. And now they are just the conversion shy of a 50 burger on this opening night.
Oh, it's been number 8, Charlotte Courtois.
The Paris, France native. So the number 8 scores for Stanford. Now it looks like it is Chisa Ogaki back in for the conversion. So we've seen her and Isha Gupta kind of switch back and forth. Now Chisa finally getting the kicking stand. No one tossed it over to her, so she has to run back and forth to the sideline. Clock continuing to churn down. Inside 40 seconds to go. And there is 50 for Stanford, and much applause coming from the rest of this Cardinal squad. So Sephora, the expectations now for the A team certainly have to be pretty high after this performance.
I'm sure they are. However, they're playing the A team of the Banana Slugs as well. So
Yes.
pressure is going to be ramping up as well.
And then for the A team for the Slugs, they're watching this. They don't want to let it happen to them as well. So we'll see how the energy is balanced when we start game 2 in just about 10 minutes or so as the clock finally expires here on the scoreboard. So at the end of this Cardinal possession, we should hear the final whistles from the referee. Raina Duffy, her night not done yet. Neither is the Cardinal. Isabella McNabb jukes to her left, beelining it towards the goal line. Nobody gonna stop McNabb. Yes, she's in. Cardinal up to 55. Isabel McNabb. Boy, she has had some aggressive runs from the right side in this second half. And what a performance by this Cardinal squad. High fives all around and much deserved. Putting up with the rain, with the slippery conditions, all the mud, it does not matter for these women. Now we're back to Isha getting her try from the right side. Another very difficult angle. The wind has settled down. Missed one from this angle earlier in the half. Trying to make the proper adjustment. And boots that one well right as time finally is called here on the Stuber Rugby Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, what an opening performance to the night by the Stanford Cardinal B team. Start to finish, dominance over the Banana Slug squad, 55-0 the final. Sephora, what are your main thoughts for this Cardinal squad?
For this squad just now, they did a great job. Most of them are rookies. A lot of them are new to the sport. To show up and show out like this for 2 halves straight, like they did amazing. There was a lot of creativity, a lot of hard work on both sides. A lot of hard work on both sides. I think it was a good game. It was a deserved win, and I hope they're happy.
Oh, well, they better be happy. And like you mentioned, both sides. Obviously, you look at the 55 points. You think the forwards, you got to give them their props, but the 0 as well on the defensive side. There were a couple chances for the Banana Slugs in that second half near the Cardinal try line, and they never got in. Shout out to the defenseman for the Cardinal. So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you tuning in to game 1 of 3 here on the Stanford Club Sports YouTube channel as the teams go through the final tunnel of congratulations. Stick around for game 2 where we stay with the women, but the A teams enter the pitch. Short turnaround here on the Stuber Rugby Stadium. We're already ready for game 2, the women's A side between the Cardinal and the Banana Slugs. Folks, if you just missed the B team, as we see an early in touch on the Slugs, the B team side, it was all Cardinal. 55-0 was the final score in that matchup. So now the job for the A teams, for the Cardinal side, to keep that energy. As for the Banana Slugs, try to be able to turn the tide. And they're going to roll that line out too far towards the Cardinal side, I believe.
That is what it looked like.
So now it'll be a turn for the Banana Slugs and Andy Arreortua. Arreortua, the junior number 2 for the Slug squad. And we'll give it right back to the Cardinals. So both teams.
Same call.
Exact same call.
Thank you.
So after we exchange the line-out violations, the Cardinal will elect the scrum. So this A team, 5-time national champions. They won it for the first time in 16 years last year. Elena Abarca goes down for the Cardinal. Swing it over to Emma Trost, the vice president of this squad. So penalty against the Cardinal. Banana Slugs going right away on the penalty.
Quick tack, that's great awareness. Always impressive when people can think on their feet like this. And you can just tell the intensity is impressive, especially compared to the rookies. These are experienced players.
Yes. Penalty on the Cardinal. So we'll see what Faye Ann, one of the team captains, she goes with the quick tap as well. Here's Lily Taylor Hunt, the other captain for this Banana Slugs team. Juliana Coe goes down for the Slugs. Cardinal win it back. There's Sydney Davis. Davis able to get it across the midway line. So this Cardinal women's team, compared to the men, they are a lot bigger and stronger when it relates to their opponents. So this women's team, we're going to see a lot more physicality, just being aggressive with the runs compared to the men's side, where we'll see a little bit more swinging and kicking action, trying to create space away from the ball. Scrum goes here to the Slugs. So we've talked about the players dealing with the conditions, but we have to also give a shout out to this referee that's going to be with us for all 3 games. He's enduring the same conditions as well, running up and down the field. So shout out to the lone referee on the pitch for all 3 games. The senior Ann rolls it back.
Oh, that was a high tackle by the Cardinal.
Yeah, and Gina Rose shows no signs of worry. She gets right back up and played it on the quick tap. Raymond Hart, the number 7, goes down, and another penalty on the Cardinal. So a good first 4 minutes, 15 seconds for this Banana Slug squad, really keeping the possession all to their own. Here's Amanda Nguyen, pitches it to her left. Allie James goes down for the Slugs. Banana Slugs trying to reset and work to their right. 3 Cardinal jerseys finally bling down. UC Santa Cruz, and this one's picked off. Who has the speed advantage? Sydney Davis finally being taken down, but what a run that was. Huge turn of events.
Not releasing. So the Cardinal loses the ball, but has gained a lot of yardage.
So Davis just held on to the ball or stayed onto it for too much time, and now the Slugs get it back. But like you said, Sephora, that's a change of about 40 meters in favor of the Cardinals. Good boot up the field, and that might be the main difference we see between the B and the A team. Looked like the Banana Slugs B team were struggling to kick it with power, and the first kick for the Slugs does its job. Madison Cunningham running with the ball. She's brought down. Now we see the number 8, Kirsten Lees. Cardinal booted down the right sideline. Sprinting for it, Dominique Reda Flores. It goes in touch. So the number 14 for the B team, Journey, she had an excellent game. So we'll see if Dominique is able to continue that success in the 1-4 Stanford jersey.
Interestingly, Journey's still on the pitch. She's just on the other wing right now, number 11. We might see her in action a little bit later on.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Good catch there. Journey, Washington High, goes from 14 to 11. So we'll see what kind of stamina she had, because she had a lot of individual runs. Scrum for the Cardinal coming out of that Banana Slugs line out. Cardinal going to the left on the side of Journey, and here she is. One-on-one, Journey Washington High stays on her feet, just shy of the try line. Cardinal trying to squeak it in.
That seems like a non-releasing penalty on the, basically on the try line.
Wow. So 2 times now the Cardinal have straight runs to the try line, and they give it over on that non-releasing violation. So here they spark a brand new offensive run right in the middle of the pitch here in Stuber Rugby Stadium, built 21 years ago.
Seemed like they were in the try zone for a little bit and were pushed back by the Banana Slugs. Great work, defensive work here by the Banana Slugs.
Trying to do it.
2 minutes.
But eventually their work finally cut short as the Cardinal get on the board first with the try. But like you said, Sephora, they were just kind of trying to stay alive down there, and finally the Cardinal side shows and they push it in. So the last time we saw this Cardinal A team was in the Sevens Aside tournament right here at Stanford, which they went 4-0, and it gifted them a berth to the National 7-a-side tournament later in 2025. They scored at least 36 points in 3 of their 4 matches, including 2 shutouts. And so far in this 2024 season, these 2 squads have met up 3 times, all 3 going to the red and white.
It looks like we still have Gisa kicking. She was just kicking for the B side towards the end of the game and is now kicking for the A side, and the kick is good. That's an extra 2 points.
Good kick by Chisa. She was wearing 20 for the B team and now wearing 13 for this A squad. So based on a quick glance at the roster, it looks like we have about 5 B team players that are now playing for the A team for the Cardinal. Chisa, one of them we already mentioned, Journey Washington High. They've already made big impacts on this game. (7-0) Cardinal. Just about 10 minutes gone by in the first half. That one skips by Chisa. Good collision tackle there by the Slugs. Washington High can't control it. We'll have a line out for the Banana Slugs. Now the second time today, now one in each game that we've seen Washington High just kind of lose control of these pitches, resulting in a line out for the opposition. Andy Ariatua, another chance at a line out. Last one resulted in a scrum for the Cardinal. This one played well, but the Cardinal take it. Sidney Davis brought down hard. Physical run by the number 1, Vanessa Onuoa. Gets it across the Cardinal 22-meter line. More physical running. Madison Cunningham this time brings it to the midline. Oh, penalty on the Slugs. Cardinal with a very quick tap. Number 8, Kirsten Lees, brought down by 2 Banana Slug defenders. Swing it over to Journey. Falls down as she pitches it back. And it goes to the Banana Slugs. Cardinal trying to win it back, and they do. The physicality being matched by both Stanford and UC Santa Cruz. Oh, what a move that was. Cunningham showing her physicality early here in the first half. Swung over to Lees. Makes a move. One defender, not enough. Finally brought down by 3 black and yellow jerseys. Emma Cruz kept it to herself. She goes down right away.
It's an obstruction call against the Cardinal. So we'll have a penalty for the Banana Slugs. It seems there's been an injury, though, so the game is going to pause until that's been resolved.
Yeah, player down for Stanford. Tough to tell who the injured player is, and now we see it is Emma Cruz. So Cruz took the ball herself out of the ruck, and then she was brought down hard, and apparently a little too hard for the LA native in her senior season. So out comes a member of the Cardinal training staff to look over the injured scrum half. So both teams huddling up. Clock running now under 17 minutes. One try for the Cardinal, followed by the conversion, and that is how we have got to the 7-0 score so far. So Cruz up on her feet under her own power. She's ready to roll. It's going to be Banana Slugs ball. Well within their own 22-meter line. Gina Rowe brought down but pitches it to her right. Slugs trying to spark a break.
A knock-on by the Banana Slugs. So we'll have a scrum for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's a break for Stanford. Banana Slugs were about to start a little run of their own. Then knocked it on, so Cardinal will take it. Squad's locking arms and legs as it's put in. Comes back out to Stanford. Lena Arbarca pitches it over a pair of times. That back out to Chisa. Dominique, aggressive run as she's finally put down. Swinging back to the left. Here's Lees, the number 8, makes a move, stays on her feet, finally brought down. Stanford penetrating The Banana Slugs part of the pitch yet again. Oh, big tackle. That is tough to bring down Cunningham one-on-one.
Taking it back to a previous penalty. Cardinal must have played with an advantage here.
Ball back in the hands of Emma Cruz. Goes to the right. Here is Vanessa.
That was a big hit by number 3.
Yeah, she looks shaken up.
That was a strong hit by the Banana Slugs there.
That was Niku Rajai. Cardinal trying to get it in the try line, and they do. Stanford scoring for the second time tonight. Up to a 12-0 advantage. That's just relentless effort by the Cardinal, led by Madison Cunningham, the New York native, in her sophomore season. Hands on her hips. She's tired, but she earned the Cardinal 5 more points. So over halfway gone by in the first half of this AT matchup. And if you combine both scores, 67-0 in favor of the Cardinal women so far tonight. Chisa Ogaki looking for her second conversion of the night. Made her first earlier in this half. This one, a more difficult angle. Line drive, misses short left, so a difficult spot so far today for every single team that's had a conversion on the right side of the pitch. Stanford up 12-0. They're just trying to keep their intensity alive. It's been working so far in this first half of play. The Banana Slugs have matched the intensity. Just a few breaks not going in their favor, and the Cardinal have capitalized on both of them. Ryan Younger ready to boot it away for the Banana Slugs. Cardinal cut it up to the right side. Pitch it over to Lees. That's always a good idea. Lees stays on her feet. One woman to beat. Pitches it back. Oh, and it's lost by the Cardinal. What an individual effort there by Lees. Difficult spacing here for UC Santa Cruz.
A non-releasing call in
We've seen
favor
that.
of the Cardinal, and they do a quick tap.
Non-releasing call has been a popular one so far tonight. Chisa able to stay out of touch. Down goes Elena Arbaca. Swung back over to Vanessa Onuoha. Onuoha brought down. Advantage given to the Cardinal. Back to Kirsten Lees. It always takes 2+ defenders to bring her down. Stanford now trying to swing it to the left. That's where they have the numbers. Sydney Davis making a run. Pitches it to her left, and the Cardinal, boy, they get it right near the try line.
Seems to be in the hands of, I think, Journey. I think Journey had another try there. It was hard to see from our angle. But she seemed to be the only one on that corner, so must have been her.
And a very relaxed celebration also by the Cardinal as they just walk back to the other side. So nothing short of the ordinary so far for Stanford. But this has got to be about the most difficult conversion attempt Chisa Ogaki is going to have all night. Missed from the right side moments ago. Now from the far left angle. Trying to boot it through to make it 19-0. Height there, power not. And it'll stay 17-0 Cardinal. So the game plan for both the B and the A team for the Stanford women appears to be quite similar, just trying to move the ball back and forth side to side. And on that last possession, it found Journey Washington High on the left, where she has now had 3 tries on the left side in both games combined. Clock ticking under, 9:40 to go in the first half. Banana Slugs trying to get some energy going here on the field. Wind slowing down, rain the same, but we've said that before, and then it picked right back up. Cardinal can't handle the kick.
That was a knock on that first touch. Again, quick thinking by the Banana Slugs to go after that ball. It was live until it's not. So
Yeah.
they really were trying to maximize that opportunity again. And you've seen this across the field by them. They're quick thinkers. They're quick movers. It's only a matter of time until they make one of those opportunities into a try-scoring opportunity.
That's what you've got to think if you're either Coach Sanford, Nichols, or Alici. 3 coaches for this Banana Slugs women's squad. Same can be said about the men. But yeah, the coaches and the players have to think, when is it going to be our turn to score? Chisa moving to her right, slips on this rainy pitch. Now is that a knock-on the Banana Slugs, I believe?
Yes, that's what I saw too. It's a very advantage-heavy game. We're taking it back 1 or 2 plays on the regular here, so you really have to stay up on your feet to see what's happening.
Oh, yeah. Scrum here for the Cardinal. Referee doesn't like the formation, so we'll reset things, talking over with the front row. Trying to stay square on one another on that front line. 7:42 remaining in the first half of play. 17-0 Cardinal lead over the Banana Slugs. Better formation there as the players stay above the ground. Here's Lees, brought down hard. Boy, had her jersey pulled from behind, and that was able to bring her down. Cunningham down right on the midline. Cardinal trying to slowly move it forward before finding an open lane. Good run there by Sydney Davis, the Ketchum, Idaho native. Here we go. They swing it to the left side. Journey brought down this time by the Banana Slugs. And a whistle called
It's an
on the
offside
Banana
call.
Slugs. Quick tap yet again. Cunningham bolting towards the try line. She's brought down. Rain picking right back up. Cardinal trying to swing it back to the right side. Lee's refusing to go down. So a scrum coming here for UC Santa Cruz. And if we pan the camera to the right of the field, we can see the men's team starting to warm up on the soccer field. So the rain is not going to stop these men from getting ready. Their game's still about 45 minutes away. Ball kicked around, and the Cardinal nearly come away with a try. They have their hand up. The referee does not agree. Boy, that was Emma Cruz thinking she had 5 points. Instead, here comes UC Santa Cruz. Field out of balance, and the Banana Slugs take advantage. Much to the applause of the couple Slug fans to our left. So a big break for UC Santa Cruz, trying to turn that into some offense. Good open field tackle by the Cardinal. That was Dominique yet again getting involved. Big hit yet again. Nico getting involved. Cunningham moving those feet forward. Falls down just shy of that 10-meter line. Cardinal continue to just chip away at the defense of UC Santa Cruz. Cardinal now moving more up the middle. That was Paige Fitzpatrick, came in as a sub during the B game, and now draws a start for this A squad. So she got a little warm up prior to this game out on the field. Cardinal slow things down before booting it forward. Sydney Davis trying to make a play on the ball. Defender kind of boxes her out, does a good job. That was Emily Cates. But Davis steals it right back and puts it down. Cardinals score. Sydney Davis never gave up on that play. That was really all number 7 for the Cardinal. Third try of the game for Stanford. So 22-0 the score. And Chisa Ogaki has got to be thinking, guys, can we start scoring in the middle of the field? I am struggling on these sides. She's had about 4 attempts in both games, really from this exact same spot. Wind blowing in off her right yet again. Three minutes remaining in the first half. Good boot, but the wind just pulls it off to the left. So Agaki now 1 of 4 on her conversion attempts today, at least in this A game. Cardinal maintain their 22-0 lead, really defending their home turf here at Stuber Rugby Stadium. So for the Banana Slugs, they're just trying to figure out a new offensive scheme that can finally beat this Cardinal back line. Very few opportunities even within the Cardinal 22-meter line. Kicked off to the right side, picked up by Cunningham. She's been aggressive all game long. Tackled inbounds on the far side of the screen. Ball loose. It's going to be given to the Banana Slugs. Another knock-on call, I believe, on the Cardinal. And that's something we've seen really all night long with the rain. Ball going in and out of the hands and sometimes kicked forward in the process.
And the rain's only getting heavier.
Yeah, there's been 2 times now that I've talked about the rain slowing down, and both times Mother Nature tells me that I'm not a meteorologist. Final 70 seconds of this first half. Do the Slugs have one final trip in them, or can the Cardinal get this back and try to make it a 29-0 lead at the break? Another whistle called. It goes in
Penalty
favor
for
of
not
the Banana
rolling
Slugs.
away, it seems. After the tackle, the Cardinal player didn't get back up and out of the way, so that's a penalty for the Banana Slugs.
Lily Taylor Hunt right up the middle, pushed forward by a pair of teammates. That's the aggression that UC Santa Cruz needed to see all half long. They continue just staying really in that same line. And now the penalty against the Slugs. And just when it looks like UC Santa Cruz has some momentum going, penalty goes against them, and the Cardinal will take it. Clock winding down here in the first half. Emily Cates, the number 11 wing, trying to make one final run, dodges one tackle, and then is brought down hard. Good defensive work that was by M. Capstick. Ball falls right near the midline. It's given to the Cardinal, but the clock at 3 zeros, and that takes us to the end of the first half hour of play. Stanford's A team leaving off where the B team finished it up 22-0 at the opening break. So we'll step aside here for the next 8 minutes, and when we're back, final 30 minutes of play between the Slugs and the Cardinal. We welcome you back here to the second half of action between the Cardinal and the visiting UC Santa Cruz Banana Slugs. After the first half hour of play, 22-0 the lead for the ladies in red and white. Early whistle here, just 30 seconds into the second half. Cardinal will take it on the scrum. So in the first half, Stanford showed their physicality. And that is really exactly what Coach Richard Ashfield was addressing to me prior to the game, that this women's squad has the size and physicality advantage over really any opponent. That's why they went 13-2 last year and won the D2 Rugby Union National Championship game. So for the Slugs, a very difficult test to start Union play, but it's got to be uphill from here. Good passing by the Cardinal. Look at this.
Oh.
It gets in the hands of Journey Washington High. Pitches it off to her left. Josie Davidson makes the move and finally goes down. But a whistle on the Slugs. Quick tap by the Cardinal.
A little bit behind the scenes, that play off the scrum, they've been practicing all week. So that was well executed.
Insider info.
Another penalty for the Cardinal.
Cardinal looking to attack to start this second half after a very strong first half. So Stanford just kicks it into touch, advances the ball about 5 meters. Now it's in the hands of Sydney Davis. Davis had a very impressive try in the first half of play.
And they've built a maul, pushing the ball forward.
So many bodies in that area, and finally here comes the whistle. Another penalty on the Banana Slugs. Madison Cunningham looked like she maybe wanted to go quick. Instead, Cardinal will do it yet again and kick it into touch. So Stanford threatening, looking for their 5th try of the game. Just a few feet away, really, from one final push. Referee making sure everyone's in line for this line out. It's thrown up to Lees, who taps it. Ball on the turf, picked up by the Cardinal. Cunningham bottles her way forward. Cardinals stuck for the moment. Here's Paige Fitzpatrick. Played well off the bench in game 1 earlier tonight for the Stanford B team. Cardinal just going slow and steady. Now another whistle against the Banana Slugs. So doing everything they can to stop the Cardinal, but here comes Cunningham. Beelines it to the line, and she scores for the Cardinal. Madison Cunningham, the New York native, makes it 27-0. And Sephora, that just kind of looked inevitable. The Cardinal, they were pressuring down there, and it felt like they had to finally get it in.
Yes, no, the Banana Slugs were holding them off for a long time, but unfortunately kept drawing penalties, so the ball kept returning to the Cardinals' hands, and at some point it's an inevitability.
Especially with the size of Madison Cunningham. Strong legs, just refusing to go down. Chisa Ogaki trying to complete the conversion.
Slightly better positioning.
Yes, they moved it a little right for her this time. 1 of 5 on her conversion so far today. Her first attempt on this side of the pitch, right down the middle. Flags go up. Boost the lead up to 29. Once more, these two games combined, 84-0 in favor of Stanford. So the question coming into this game between the A teams was, are the Slugs going to have the energy, or will the Cardinal continue to dominate? And that question has been easily answered so far. With inside 25 minutes to go in this one. Slugs are going to need everything to go right. They want to pull off this heroic comeback. Stanford trying to improve to 4-0 on the season versus Banana Slugs team alone. On the season overall, they are 10-0. No one stopping the Cardinals so far this year.
a forced knock-on by the Cardinal. Good defense by the Banana Slugs once again.
So we'll scrum it up just in front of the Cardinal 22-meter line. Do I dare say again that the rain and the wind are slowing down? Because it is. I'm so far 0 for 2 on those jinx. Gina Rowe pitches it to her left. Slugs brought down. Now they look to swing it the other way to their right. Good cut and move by number 12, Mia Richardson, the junior. Now a penalty on the Banana Slugs. Cardinal get it right back. They go quick. Boy, jersey being pulled, and finally Sydney Davis hits the grass. And Davis was still down. It looked like there was an advantage on her tackle, and now we bring it back over to that side of the field. Looks like Stanford's trying to tell Chisa Okaki where to boot it. It goes in touch off the Slugs. Both men's team warming up on the soccer field, similar to how we saw this Cardinal A team warming up during the B team affairs. So the rain doesn't really seem to faze any of these rugby players, as you would assume. No pads, just their bodies in some mud. They're having fun here on this opening Union play night. Cardinals played a scrum well. Kicked up here by Elena Arbaca. Action staying on the far side of the camera. Slugs trying to just push it forward down that left sideline. There's a good physical run. Takes 4 Cardinal to bring the attacking Slug down. But yet again, once the Slugs get any momentum, a penalty occurs on them and the Cardinal get it right back.
It seems the call has changed to the Banana Slugs getting a scrum. I didn't see what happened there, but the referee must have...
Something must have switched because the Banana Slugs, they were retreating back on defense and then were told to come back.
Yeah, he changed his call, but...
So the Banana Slugs trying to make the most of the break in their favor. Good work swinging the ball to the far right side. Journey, the lone defender, and able to get the Slugs in touch. Line out for the Cardinal. Played well. Off the throw in by Cindy Davis. Cunningham bulldozing her way up. Cunningham slow to get up. She's holding the back of her head. Gives the thumbs up to Journey. Davis and the Cardinal working to the right. Down goes Emma Trost. And a whistle called yet again on the Banana Slugs. Penalty for the Cardinal. Inside 20 to play here in game 2 of 3 in this Stanford UC Santa Cruz mini event. 2 squads for the women's side and then 1 final men's match after this. Kirsten Lees refuses to go down, takes 4 black and yellow jerseys to pin her. Vanessa just being pushed forward by a pair of teammates. Cardinals showing their size here on the attack. Davis pitches it out to the right. Chisa Ogaki has it and goes down for Stanford. Paige Fitzpatrick down as well for the Cardinal. Back in the hands of Cunningham. Look at the swarming defense by UC Santa Cruz. They know they've got to outnumber Cunningham. Journey Washington High has it. And what a tackle that is by the Banana Slugs to just pull her backwards.
And with diving call in the front, the Banana Slug came in from the side there. You got to come through the channel. That's another penalty for the Cardinal.
They tap it. Give it back to Lees. Works to her right. Throws a couple stiff arms. Keeps the legs churning and slides through the mud. That one area to field. That's not going to dry up for a couple of days, especially with the continued rain coming in the Stanford forecast. Kicked up by Elena and beautifully played. Boy, nearly finding her teammate down the right sideline. Advantage given to the Slugs as they kick it in touch. So credit UC Santa Cruz, down 29-0, but they're making the defensive stops despite the big gap in the score as we see our first two subs of the game. Looks like Isha Gupta is back in for Stanford. We saw her draw to start in the B team.
And also Lauren Stoffel has come on as well as a forward. Let's see how they do.
Stoffel, a local product from Menlo Park in her freshman season. So her first year with the red and white. Looks like we'll redo the line out with the Banana Slugs going over the line into the Cardinal side. Inside of 17 to play. Cardinal looking for back-to-back shutout on the women's side of play before the men kick it off for the final game here at Stuber Rugby Stadium. Once more, the referee not very happy with the formation of the scrum, so we'll redo it on the far side of the camera. So scrum for the Slugs. Put in by Faye Ann. The captain gets it right back. Booted up with the wind. Really pushing it backwards. And Capstick had it for a moment. Lost it. Now the Banana Slugs are awarded with the ball.
Another scrum. The forwards are working hard today.
Hopefully they didn't hit leg day yesterday and they're not too sore. Because they're getting the workout here tonight. Everyone stays up. But then a whistle against the Cardinal yet again.
An offsides call against the Cardinal 9, Emma Cruz.
Banana Slugs tap it. Run it up with Lily Taylor Hunt. We saw a couple possessions in the first half with Taylor Hunt showing her size and just driving downhill. First time we've really seen her there in the second half of play. Cardinal get it right back, but no whistle called on Stanford.
For no rolling away. Tackler did not get out of the way for the Banana Slugs to play the ball.
So you see them go with the toe tap yet again. Eva Hooten swings it to the right. Charging here, Mia Richardson. The inside center loses it. Slugs stay with it. Number 9, Faye Ann, the captain, makes a move, gets it inside Stanford territory, flips it back to Gina Rowe. Good movement there by the Slugs, trying to continue this momentum inside 15 to go. More aggression by Ava Hooten.
That is a non-releasing call against the Banana Slugs.
Man, that is both teams, the B and the A. Seems like every time they have momentum, they do something offensively that turns it over.
It's really hard to stay technically sound when there's so much water everywhere. You're slipping, you're falling. A lot of these calls are diving calls, which is when you lose your footing in the ruck. And, you know, I'm sure they're trying hard to avoid it. But
yes.
with this ground, it's hard.
Cardinal lost it. Slugs get it right back. Advantage given to UC Santa Cruz. They're tackled, and there is the advantage whistle given. Banana Slugs resetting the offensive tempo. 13-13 remaining in this one, as we have another sub coming in for the Cardinal, and a well-deserved break incoming for Madison Cunningham. Cunningham was quite literally everywhere. You can see she has the darkest jersey on. She's been slip and sliding all across this field. Tough to tell who came in for Cunningham. But a sub made at the lock position.
Charlotte Courtois has come in to replace Callahan in the forward scrum. Let's see how she does.
Yeah, we saw Charlotte for a bit in game 1 tonight. Now getting some more run for Stanford. So Cunningham will rest until the next game coming up for the Cardinal. This is the final game of 2024. Stanford does not play again until the 25th of January in their Pacific Mountain Conference opener at UC Davis. So they'll travel about 3 hours up north for that game. Slugs get it back in the hand of Richardson. Her pass off the mark. Advantage given to the Cardinal now. Aniwoha charging up the field. And now we bring back the ball to that advantage whistle 15 seconds ago. Clock ticking. Right on 11:30 remaining in the match. 29-0. So ever since that last Cardinal try, which feels like about 8-10 minutes ago, it's been a very back and forth battle. Both teams really not making too many runs across the midway line. Boy, look at the Banana Slugs pushing it forward. Cardinals stay with it. Lees has it. Here is Lees. Charging back and forth. Brings down bodies with her. Here's the first run in a while for Stanford. They swing it outright. Capstick feeds it to a teammate. Dominique takes it all the way. Hand goes up. And the Cardinals score thanks to Dominique Ruta Flores. Well, I mentioned the cold spell for both teams. Cardinal must have heard me. And they come back just 50 seconds after that statement to put 5 more on the board with the try. So try number 6 on the game for Stanford.
Yeah, it seems like Isha Gupta is taking another conversion kick for the Cardinal, and it's
had the height.
Good.
Just missed that one left. So Chisa Okaki went 2 for 5 in her conversions. First one of the game missed by Isha Gupta.
Yeah, there was another sub on the Cardinal side. Number 23, Phoeben Worku was put on. We're not so sure who was taken off for her.
Well, Cunningham came off, and we didn't see who came in for her, so that may add up for Worku to get some playing time here with Cunningham exiting. Slugs ready to kick it off into the awaiting arms of the Cardinal. Foot save made there by Cruz before she's brought down. Good to see the Slugs making the most of all this game time, all 60 minutes of play, not giving up. Also not giving up, Journey Washington High. One man to beat, and she beats it. Julina Coe, not enough to stop Washington High, who's going to curl all the way to making an easy conversion for the Cardinal. What a night Journey Washington High is having.
To have legs this fast of playing in the B-side game and the entire A-side game, truly impressive.
The senior from Navarre, Florida. A pair of tries in game one, now a pair of tries here in game two. If there was an MVP award for these games, Journey Washington High would be taking home the hardware. And all of her attempts, obviously given her position, puts her on the left side, but she's just had this entire left sideline in both games all alone, only one defender to beat, and that's not enough to stop her, as we've clearly seen.
No, great work also from the Cardinals' number 15, Josie Davidson. She's really setting, sorry. She's really setting her up for success on, on that outside, really drawing in the defenders. Good work. Good teamwork by the both of them.
Team sport for a reason. Isha Gupta converted on the conversion. So she is now 1 for 2 in game number 2. 41-0. Cardinal running out of time to match the 55 put up by the B team. But this squad, the reigning D1 national champions, nothing's over till it's over with 7:04 remaining. So at the moment, it looks like the men are going to look out a little bit with the weather officially cooling down. Women battling the rain for nearly all 100 minutes of their 2 games.
And there was a knock on by number 9, Emma Cruz. That's a scrum to the Banana Slugs.
Slugs looking for really their first offensive run of this second half. It feels like the camera has never moved right of this position all second half, but here we go for UC Santa Cruz. And yet again,
Non-releasing call.
how many times have we seen that against UC Santa Cruz? Advantage given to the Cardinal, and there's the whistle.
That is a dive that was called against the Banana Slugs. Again, losing their feet in the ruck.
So now you can see directly behind the play the men's side of things for UC Santa Cruz jogging back to their respective tents, ready to put on their game uniforms with just 5:25 remaining in this women's A match. And based on what we saw between the B team and the A team, really only a 5-minute break between matches. We are getting things moving as it is now 7:54 local time here at Stuber Rugby Stadium.
Seems to be a stoppage of play.
Yeah, Emma Cruz hobbling off. And as a reminder, we saw her get hurt earlier in this game for a period of time. She got up under her own power, but putting 0 weight on that left leg. So we hope Emma Cruz is okay, the senior from Los Angeles. Good boot by the Cardinal.
Put on number 20, Isabel McNabb, to make up for the loss of their 9.
So McNabb was another player that was a part of that big win for the B team about an hour ago. So line out for the Cardinal after their kick landed in bounds before going in touch. Now trying to swing it to the left side. Cardinal cut it up the middle, and now they bounce it back out. Elena Arbaca brought down. Cardinals stay with it. Back it goes to Journey. She has been the danger man for the Cardinal. Gives it up to Capstick.
By the Banana Slugs shutting her down though. Not giving her any space this time around. And it's a turnover.
They're rewarded for their defensive efforts with another scrum off the knock-on. So you can hear from the sidelines, at least from our vantage point, in this final 3 minutes, the coaches reminding the players, hey, let's push it for the remaining 3:20 of play. So our closest look from the camera of a scrum so far this game as we show you all the action. Deflected by Davis, but a clear knock-on call right there, and we'll redo the scrum. Or pardon, now just a penalty.
I think it might have been an offsides call against Sydney Davis there, who was flying up a little too fast for her own good.
Yeah, we saw her have a very long try earlier today, going from well outside the 22-meter line all the way for 5. Ball loose on the wet pitch. Picked up by the Slugs. That's Allie James. The Slugs booted out of their own end. It goes into touch. So the Banana Slugs on the women's side of things appear to have a very uneventful offensive night. Of course, their B team defeated 55-0. Now with under 2 minutes to play, the A squad down 41-0. So the Cardinal and the Slug series continues to go in favor of Stanford as they will take the first 4 matchups between these two squads in this calendar year. They get it back out to Journey. Defender pulling her from behind. Boy, what a tackle that was by the Slugs. Cardinals stay with it. Davis pitches it back, a low feed. And a whistle against the Cardinal. So Catherine Armstrong, number 16 for Stanford, came in. She may have been the player that came in for the injured Emma Cruz. So perhaps the final scrum of the night for this game. Slugs, time for one final offensive push. Working the ball forward down their left side. Now cutting it back to the middle. Here's the ball movement that UC Santa Cruz has been waiting for all game long.
And a gap.
Ava Houghton with a beautiful individual run up to the Cardinal 22. Richardson feeds it to her left. Coe goes down. So now the possession staying with the Banana Slugs for really the longest period of time this entire game. Cardinal trying to make one more defensive stop to keep their opponents at 0. This Stanford team had 2 shutouts during the Sevens tournament earlier, and they're on their way to another shutout on the season. Scoreboard at 000 is what we'll play on here for Sydney Davis and Stanford. Cardinal trying to swing it back to the left. Emma Trost, the VP, goes down.
That is a non-releasing call against the Cardinal this time. Both teams are quick with their jackals and putting a lot of pressure on the other team's defense.
Boy, a straight charge by Nico Rajay. She's finally taken down. Another whistle against the Cardinal.
So the clock in the stadium has hit 0. We can't see what the clock of the ref is. They usually stop the time when there's injuries and stoppages of play. I'm assuming there's a couple more minutes to go, but
a chance for the Slugs.
Now.
Can you see Santa Cruz tack on some points? Got the ball right in the middle of the pitch as they bulldoze their way close to the Stanford try line, trying to show their size and physicality. And here they go. Banana Slugs not giving up despite the big score gap.
A non-releasing call this close to the try line. That must be frustrating.
Sephora, I feel like you've said that statement about 3-4 times in this game where the Slugs just get down there and then they can't get their way out of the pack. Elena Arbaca boots it up the field. Tumble taken by the Slugs. Get right back up. Cardinal steal it right back. Yet again, there's Arbaca. Kicks it out. And there's the final whistle blown by the referee in match number 2 this evening. The home team, the Stanford Cardinal, 41-0 the final. Put up 22 in the first half of play and 19 in the second. Another very balanced approach from this Cardinal team. And you've got to give it to both of these coaches, Coach Ashfield and Gardner for the Stanford Cardinal. Their B and A team combined for 96 points and 0 given up. I mean, what does that say about this coaching staff that you have personally worked with?
No, they really have an attention to detail, and they have this great way of bringing new players in and rookies and really energizing new people about the sport. And especially with the B side, you saw that worked out. The A side also worked hard. A lot of these girls only on their second year, and great work all around.
Especially in a union game now with 15 players on the pitch each side, it brings in a lot of more variables, but they managed their way essentially to perfection. So the women conclude their 2 matches once more with a 96-0 total score over the Banana Slugs. Now we switch it over to the men, just 1 team for each side, and we'll be playing 3 30-minute periods. So we'll step aside here on the Stanford Club Sports YouTube channel. We'll end this women's stream and switch it over to the men's when we're back.